because it came up today, and I think it's very relevant. When do you use an offer acknowledgement form? Everybody knows that an offer acknowledgement form is different from our basic sales agreement. And for most offers, you should be creating a package that includes your sales agreement, includes your pre-approval, and if it's a substantial down payment, proof of funds that that down payment is in the bank. That is usually enough for most offer situations. But there are certain offer situations where that is not enough. And here is where to use an offer acknowledgement form. Number one, you got no response when you sent the listing agent a packet. You sent your regular offer and the agent is MIA. Now, please, when I talk to you about this, when you complain about the agent not responding to you, I'm going to ask you if you called the agent, if you texted the agent, if you emailed the agent. I had somebody the other day say, you know, I called this agent, they didn't answer. I said, did you text them? You understand some people don't pick up their phone, especially for a number not in their contacts. Text them. If they don't respond to email and text, then I will take over. Guess what? They didn't call me back. So if you do not get a response to sending the offer through the email that's on Stratus for that listing agent, and you followed up with a call, a text, and an email, the next step is to send an offer acknowledgement form to that agent and maybe send it to the fax number of that office. Attention manager. According to MLS rules, as soon as the listing agent receives it, they have to sign it, acknowledge it, and send it back to you. And then they're supposed to present it to the owner, who, when it's presented, you should get it back with the owner's signature within 24 hours. So if you need help with a offer on somebody else's listing, do not ask me for help unless you've done this, because I have no help for you if you have not followed the protocols. If you have followed the protocols and it's 2 days after you sent the offer acknowledgement, I will get on the phone and get that offer acknowledgement back to you. Because no manager wants a call from LIBOR saying, why aren't you following the rules? So it's pretty simple. Just don't wait a week and then tell me.
John,
yes.
I included in every offer that I have ever presented.
An offer acknowledgement?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's something about that from my point of view, if somebody sent me an offer acknowledgement before I had a chance to respond to an offer package, I would feel like they didn't trust me. Now, there are a lot of agents out there that you shouldn't trust. But if you did it to me, I would not be happy. So I don't recommend that. I recommend it as a second step, especially since the agents, when it's part of a package, might even overlook it. It's only an excuse for them to overlook it. They can overlook it, but they might because it's part of other documents. When I send it separately, there's no way they can overlook it, especially when I send a copy to their manager. So number one reason to use an offer acknowledgement is no response to your offer. Number two reason is no counteroffer when you think you should have received one. Now, be realistic about this market. If you made an offer under asking and you don't get a counter, well, I'm not shocked. And you can send her an offer acknowledgement, but you're wasting your time and the listing agent's time and the seller's time. But if you are 30,000 over asking and you do not get a response or you do not get a counter, I would definitely want to protect my buyer client by sending an offer acknowledgement so that they know I did everything I could to present their offer. And the last time you would use the offer acknowledgement form is when you're a buyer's agent and the compensation is less than 2%, especially if the compensation to seller's agents or broker's agent is 2% and the buyer's agent is either 0 or 1% or 1.5%. I always protect my buyer from having to pay commission by putting the offer acknowledgement form in, and under the comments, it says this offer includes my buyer broker commission of 2%. When the owner signs off on the offer acknowledgement that has that comment and accepts your offer, they're accepting your terms. Now you have to go a step further than that. When your offer is accepted, before the contract gets out, you're going to send a copy of that signed offer acknowledgement to both lawyers, your buyer's lawyer and the seller's lawyer, so that they both know that the owner in writing agreed to your terms.